everyone, my name is Lindsay. I am the data coach, and in today's video, we're going to talk about when is the right time to reach out to a research and data consultant to help out your nonprofit organization. Specifically, I'm going to share with you the reasons why previous clients have come to us to request one of our more popular services, which is expert feedback on data collection tools. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Sure. The purpose of the Data Coach is to help nonprofit organizations better organize, analyze, and use their data to achieve their missions. One of the ways that we do that is by providing free educational content here on YouTube. So if you like this video, if you find it helpful, please like and subscribe to join our growing community. Also, if you have been here before, check out the new studio. Isn't it nice? Turns out renting space from local studios is easier than me trying to fight with a ring light in my extremely dark home office. Anyway, back to our topic. For nonprofits, our data collection tools like our sign up forms or feedback surveys do so much more than just gather information. They provide our organizations with essential information to begin building relationships with future donors, volunteers, advocates, board members, and more. They're also a critical first step in helping nonprofit leaders make informed decisions about their organizations. However, it is challenging to build relationships or make good decisions if our forms are collecting bad data or no data at all. Professional researchers know that before we send our questions out into the universe, we'll need to ask others to test them for us to make sure that our questions are clear, relevant, and free from any potential biases. That's why here at the Data Coach, we offer expert feedback to both nonprofits and nonprofit consultants to help you identify problems with existing data collection tools and provide you with recommendations to ensure that you're getting the information you need to meet your goals. So why have other organizations contacted us for help? Number one, the top reason, low response rates. So the number one reason that people reach out to us for help with their data collection tools is because of low response rates, usually for survey-based projects like getting feedback on programs, staff surveys for strategic planning or workplace cultural assessments, or member feedback surveys when you're trying to ask members what they want you to focus on for the coming years. There are a ton of reasons that this can happen. Sometimes it has to do with the timing of the survey. Sometimes it has to do with the length, question order, or question wording. It can be a whole bunch of different things. And sometimes when you're trying to tinker with it yourself and you've been tinkering with it for a little bit too long, it can kind of make your head spin, especially if this is just not something you're doing as a part of your day-to-day job. Bringing in an expert to review your materials allows you to step away from that mental whirlwind, get back to doing the work that you actually like to do, and get recommendations from somebody who knows the technical aspects of survey development and can guide you in the right direction. Number two, frequently skipped questions. So another reason that nonprofits contact us is because they are finding that people are skipping questions on their forms, on their surveys, and they don't really understand why. And when we have skipped questions, that means we're missing out on information that could be really useful for us, again, for that relationship building and also for making informed decisions. Skipped questions can mean a lot of things. It could, again, be the form is too long and people are rushed for time. Maybe there are questions that don't make sense. People don't really know how to answer them, so they just move past it. Or they might have some concerns about sharing certain types of personal information. Getting expert feedback helps organizations figure out what the causes are of those skipped questions and getting recommendations that will help them increase the completion rates. Number three, people saying weird stuff. One thing that I have noticed over time is that nonprofits love to flood their forums and surveys with open-ended questions, meaning that you can just write whatever you want in response to what's being asked. And I understand that. I think it's a reflection of values, right? A lot of folks in nonprofit organizations want to make sure that we're giving people voice and as many opportunities as we can to share their full thoughts and experiences about something. But sometimes, depending on a person's background or experiences, they may be reading your open-ended question and interpreting it very differently than the way that you originally intended. And that can lead to strange or unexpected responses. Expert feedback can help you finesse the right wording and phrasing to ensure that you and your target audiences are on the same page. And then finally, a gut feeling that something isn't right. Now, you may look at me, a data nerd, and think that I would simply turn my nose up all the things at the idea of making a decision like this based essentially off the vibes are bad. I am a big believer in trusting your instincts. I've had plenty of folks contact me saying, something isn't right with this form and something isn't right with the survey. We're not getting what we want, but I don't have any idea what the problem is. And that's fine. By working together to figure out what the issues are, we're able to identify what's going wrong with the data collection tool and figure out different ways that we can fix the issue. So if any of these reasons resonate with you, or if anything sounds familiar, and you'd like to reach out to us for some help with this, here's what you can expect. First, we'll do a 30 to 45-minute intro call to discuss your needs, your goals, your challenges on this project. You'll then send us your stuff, and we will give you feedback and suggestions for improving your tools, largely based on a 20-point rubric that I've created that checks for issues of validity, bias, and any privacy, confidentiality concerns. Then we'll do a 30-minute wrap-up call where I'll go over the feedback and suggestions with you, and then I can answer any remaining questions that you have. Plus, by the end of the whole process, you will grow in your own expertise about how to design forms and surveys to get the right data that you need, and you can use all those skills to apply to future projects that your organization does. If you are interested in learning more about this specific service, if any of these reasons will resonate with you, please go to this link and choose expert feedback amongst the services that you were interested in. You can also check out other videos on data collection in our playlist that's called Surveys, Interviews, and Focus Groups. You can get some tips there. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.